This is my story. Let me see. Got them.
Welcome, football fans, to the birthplace of America, the city of brotherly love.
Oh
A
man,
place where you'll find the best cheesesteak made in this country and some of the best football played inside of Lincoln Financial Field. Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're underway from Philadelphia. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the...
all right, it's time to clamp you up. Time to clamp you up. All I'm gonna say is Saquon ain't doing nothing,
All
bro.
right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Hurts comes out throwing. That pass complete to Goddard. He's got to gain a 6.
That's the only thing you gonna get.
Home there on the stop.
That's the only thing you gonna get. Short
Offense off
pass.
the line fast. They run it with Saquon Barkley.
Fuck you mean? That's the only thing you gonna get.
Maybe a yard at most. Cole Holcomb there on the stop.
Miami.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Sideline, he's got it, and he gets the feet down too.
Shit.
A gain of 27 yards there. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted.
No, they usually don't. They usually don't see it.
And the Steelers take
They usually don't see it, you know.
turnover of this ball game. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Here we go. We're good.
Now it's Field. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we called them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
A 3rd down run with Harris. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Kate, that's a run that's home on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Flushed out of the pocket.
Damn it, bro.
Couldn't connect to extend the
Caught up with me. God damn.
So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason.
Great, great,
And
great.
one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find
You
completion
know,
points.
you know, you just gave me the ball right back, right?
Taking a profit, go get a completion.
He's
Who
got
the
it
hell did he?
inside the 25.
They just got TJ
He
Watt
does it.
Edward, bro.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Damn, man.
The Eagles just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. It's a Devontae Smith
They
touchdown.
defense gonna be
Now the
really.
Eagles ready to
Go, go,
attempt a
set.
2-point
I
conversion.
got AJ Brown a lot.
He's
Just
running
can't.
for it. And he'll get in. That gives him an 8-0 lead.
Go ahead and throw it there
Not the way
next
they
time.
drew it up,
You gonna
partner,
get it
but
picked out.
when it works, who cares? They didn't defend the check down throw, and it's open for 2.
I can still remember one of my first red zone days way back
I
when.
should have picked him.
Touchdown to check
I
down.
should have came out here
Touchdown
with
to
the
check down.
troops.
Now, I know it's not a touchdown, but this check down, well, it was a valuable 2 points.
Cordero Patterson now to return. He lost the football. And they dodge a turnover there on the return.
You know, awareness, Kate, is one of the best skills anyone on the return team can possess. And normally it's just for hitting blocks and clearing the lane and doing their job, but there it was recognizing the fumble and locating it quickly to save the possession.
Caught by Washington, left side. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, looks like the 30.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football.
Here we go, set.
They have it 2nd and 4.
Set high.
A handoff for Harris, running right. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
That's going to be caught by Washington. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Here we go, set.
Running left is Harris. Pushing for the red zone. And he's finally brought down at the 9. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Don't jump. Ready?
Working inside the red zone. Catch is made in close. And that play is brought to a halt. They're going to stay at the 5-yard line.
Whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front had to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive, for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. The Steelers working here.
Here we go. Delta, Delta.
A give left side. Here's Harris. And he's in for the touchdown. The Steelers earn the chance to tie before halftime. Najee Harris, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
I know.
Well, these
I know.
great rushing attacks
Sorry ass defense
when
he's
score
running.
rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
When I beat you, I'm gonna tell you how sorry you was.
Things trim back down to a single-point Brock as they send this off and away. On the return, Britton Covey. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30.
You talking a lot of shit. You talking a lot of shit. Man.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Hey! Great, set! No touch!
Hurts now from the gun. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be knocked away.
What I tell you? Didn't I tell you don't throw it down?
He was looking for A.J. Brown there. And it's going to be second down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
No touch!
Shotgun snap for Hurts. That's caught by A.J. Brown.
Only how you gonna get some. Only how you gonna get some.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Alpha! No touch!
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it.
You know I got TJ Watt, man.
And the defense comes through to
Please, you better kick that ball. You better kick that ball. You better kick that ball.
Scenario, pass rush just kept coming and coming.
Better kick that ball.
And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses.
Challenges double coverage, and it's intercepted. Minka Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Steelers get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game. The Steelers calling their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down distance, you're not running it right too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
Here we go. Go!
Second down and 10, Fields. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. Trying to find his tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Here we go. We good. Right.
Fields on 3rd. Freiermuth there to bring it in. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Dicker connects there, and that's going to give them the lead.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down.
63. No touch.
Back to throw it. He puts some air under this one, deep right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down, and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Pete Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter.
You got the ball first. You forgot. Remember you scored? Remember you scored first?
Patterson now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
A carry by Harris here to start the drive. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Brought down on the effort by Quinyon Mitchell.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Fields out of the gun. He's on the move. He takes it himself. And he's able to cross the 40 before going out. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway.
Here we go. Set high.
1st and 10 give to Harris. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Josh Sweat making the stop. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Set high. Set high.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Chased out to his right. He's keeping it. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and get that 1st down anyway.
And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Go.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Bails out of the pocket quick. Ooh, look at this, here he goes. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Here we go, set. Set.
I'll try to run it with Harris. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
Don't jump. Ready? Set.
1st down throw for Fields. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Three quarters in the books from this one. It's the Steelers with the ball. They're leading, but not by a lot. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Alpha, 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 alpha. Right.
Now an inside handoff to Harris. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down.
Here we go, set. Set.
Looking to throw. He rolls to his right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Tonight.
He's back to throw. And
Oh, he
ball
dropped
goes.
it,
That one's
bro.
incomplete on
He
fourth down.
fucking dropped it. He
I'm
fucking
all
dropped it.
for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines
Silver,
to
silver,
go
set.
for it the next time they get this shot?
No touch.
First down throwing for Hurts. This finds Smith. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one
Great, great,
play
great, set.
and keep driving that defense backwards.
No touch.
First and 10. Here's Hurts. Short pass brought in. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
No touch.
From the pistol, Hurts. Complete out to the right side. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. The Steelers calling their first time out. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
I'm sure Coach, play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First and 10 from the 41.
Great, 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 set. No touch.
Hurts throwing again. Flush down out to his left. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
Hey,
Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Carl Vienne.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll get them enough for a first down. That's a short gain of 1. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Carl Vienne. No touch.
Here's another carry for Barkley. And he'll get this down to the 23-yard line before they stop him. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. Still one more in their pocket to use.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Back to throw. Escapes out to the left. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. The problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers, and they got one right there with that sack.
A less than ideal third and 8 here.
No touch. Set. Carl Vienne. Carl Vienne. No touch.
To throw. He's got Smith. And they have this well into the red zone now in the 15. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the kill.
And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game.
King, Phil King. Phil King. No touch.
He'll look to throw it. And what a risk, but he can't hang on. No interception, but nearly a turnover in the end zone.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third
No
down.
touch. Set. No touch.
Now to throw. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now they're staring at 4th and long. A lot of pressure on this kick for Jake Elliott. He's got to drive this 37 yards down the middle. That one is good! And they're going to take a lead inside the final minute.
I know that was a kick he could make in his sleep, but with the game on the line, he delivered.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go. We good. Hey, can. Hey.
Setting up to pass. Trying to push it deep downfield.
Damn, I almost had it.
Folks, it's intercepted.
Damn.
Darius Slay has it. And the Eagles make the play that
Good
should
shit.
win them this game.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there instantly. As he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop the potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Wow, again they don't snap it before the play clock runs out. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. So they should be a little prompter in snapping.
You got bailed out when he dropped that ball. You got bailed out when he dropped that ball.
They're going to pass it here. Throwing deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete, but hey, who cares? Safe got the lead, and we
Tight end dropped that ball, man.
So it's an Eagles win here in this one.
Damn, man.
And they got the field goal when it mattered most. That kicked the difference in the game and what lets them leave here with a victory. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Chicago.
A kicker, Chris Boswell, has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. Past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Come on, come on. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Cowboy 80. 19, Lion. Check go.
Caleb going to throw right away. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 25 yards that time.
I'm sure after he caught the ball and looked up, he thought to himself, uh-oh, trying to find some space, trying to make people miss. But a swarm of defenders were there, and they dropped him behind the line of scrimmage.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a 2nd and 6.
70, Timberwolf. Set. Lion. Ready.
To the air, Williams. And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
He saw the pressure and he got out, but he never got upfield. And the defense, they took full advantage of a rookie mistake there. They were able to add a big loss on the sack.
Let's go. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
First carry for Najee Harris. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Here we go. Right.
They'll run again with Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but he stopped in there for nothing. You're talking about tiny? He's talking about the little guy.
That monster, yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Fields changing the play. And the play clock running down, so Mike Tomlin burns a timeout. They'll have two remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third and 4. Back to throw. Fields. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
No surprise at all. Looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Here we go, set.
An audible here to get a new look. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on fourth.
Here we go, set.
They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Remember last time out, they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Here we go, here we go.
Swift going to try up the middle. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing is Williams. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack. We're scoreless after 1.
Not for long. Go for the score.
Here comes the Bears punter now. The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin.
Come on, Justin Fields. We finna beat these Bears.
Fielded at the 20. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, first and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum for the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go around. Out to his left. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try and pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I have to tell you, Brandon, I feel like a coach right now because I'm wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective when as an inside linebacker, you're always taught, don't let someone cross your face. If they want to go outside, it's okay. But they make that outside fake, cut back inside, off into great success.
Big Andrew Billings there on the stop.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all there will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Come on, bro.
That's going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That'll allow for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They head to the line facing a third and seven following the incompletion on second down. Got an open man, it's Pickens. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 40. Second
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They pick up the first down there with a gain of 11.
Here we go. We good. Go.
Fields.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here and have them staring at a third and long. And that puts the defense in position to dictate to the offense.
Second and
10.
Here we go. Right.
Here's Fields. Completes this one to Pickens. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Here we go. Set.
Throwing again is Fields. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now it's Fields. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked by Kevin Byard. There he goes, right side. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose.
A lot of bad.
You bogus as hell for that shit.
Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the sideline he goes. And they can't bring him down. Mike Williams. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Mike Williams. As the first half is winding down. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Kick it. And it's good.
Put through by Boswell.
And it's now 7-0.
Omar, sit your ass down.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Okay, ready? Set. Panther 11, Panther 11. Check go.
To throw, it's Williams. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he's given his guys a shot for late points.
Told you, boy. Well, you shouldn't have picked Chicago against me. I'm from Chicago. I hate how they did Justin Fields.
Here in this first half, and you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because two interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
11. Set right.
A final shot before the break. Fields. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. George Pickens. As time expires in the first half. And the Steelers will extend their lead on the final play of the half. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because remember, it's a spot foul, and it'll be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. Gordon getting set for quarter number 3 here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were happy for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Don't jump.
To throw is Fields. And this will be incomplete. Physical play.
Try and get that tight end going again.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Here we go. Right.
Here's Fields. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Here we go, tonight. Hey, can. Go.
Fields now to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And how about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it.
Here we go. Right.
They're going to go. It's Fields rolling to his right. And
Why
he's
did he
brought
take forever to
down.
throw it,
Unable to do
gang?
anything with a football.
They
It's a
froze
sack
him up.
and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off.
Why didn't that
Another
get out his
fumble going
hand?
to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Here we go, sack. Dragon 60.
Looking to throw is Williams. That's complete right side to Komet. It'll go
Komet
down to
better than that damn tight end they got right
to
now.
bring up 2nd down. That's a staple of this
He
offense.
cost me the game last game,
He's going to
man.
be able to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Let's go now. Ready.
To throw, Williams. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Cole Holcomb proving too much there for the offensive line. He gets the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Santos' kick is up and through. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting into the third quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Hey, can. Say.
Off play action, Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
25. Easy.
Now Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go. You got a mini basic. Why not? Sit all right.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. He stiff arms it. Oh, again. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Here we go.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run on this.
Here we go, tonight. Tonight.
Now a first down carry for Harris, taken down at the 42. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds
Here we
and
go,
let that
tonight.
clock tick.
Tonight.
Operating from the gun, Fields. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for two?
Ready. Cup 19. Ready.
Williams going to throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points that gets them back within a field goal. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Pittsburgh offense had the line to start their next drive. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 80 yards. And it's second and two.
Here we go, son.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And this is exactly what they're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out first down. And that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
Go.
Play action. It's Fields. Flushed out right. And this one is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Right.
To throw again on second down. Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And this offense on third down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be third and 5. Fields going to change things up here. They'll set up a throw. Less than 2 with just a field goal separating these two sides. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
Yeah. Here we go.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Pickens wide open.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
There we go. We good. Alpha, 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 alpha. Tonight.
Now Fields. Steps away to his left. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. They'll come up first and 10 here.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Come on, set, go.
He'll look to throw. So he's unable to complete it there. It's not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Buffalo 18.
He's back to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Big play looming here. This is 3rd and 7 with a crowd on their feet.
Mustang 19.
They'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year.
Here we go.
That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Tonight.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go. Hey, can. Hey, can. Tonight.
Back to throw. Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he is going to have a Steeler 1st down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the 2nd half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Hey.
Now Fields going to move him around.
Delta. Tonight.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down.
Right.
Here's Fields. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. All eyes on Fields. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Fields down to a knee here, and that should just about put a bow on this one. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers earn the win at home as we say so long from Pittsburgh.